He's racing on his feet. Down the left side to the end zone. Touchdown! 108 yards!
This is Sports Center.
What a finish in Green Bay. What a great start to the season. More surgery for Peyton Manning. Is he finished this season? Staying with the NFL, which Week 1 underdog will be upset? Plus Boomer's Super Bowl pick and his new jersey.
No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Oklahoma State comes flying out of the gate. Yankees lose again in extras again. Plus history made at the U.S. Open on Sports Center right now. Our top story on Sports Center. Peyton Manning had another neck surgery Thursday, and there is no timetable for his return. He remains on the Colts active roster for now. It's Manning's third surgery in the past 19 months. He had not fully recovered from a May procedure to fix a nerve in his neck. And with that, we say welcome to Sports Center from Los Angeles. I'm Jay Harris. More on Peyton Manning's neck and what his immediate future may be coming up later, but we begin with the beginning. NFL season opener, Saints and Packers from Lambeau. Still ahead, what Kerry Collins must do to beat the Texans Sunday, plus our in-house surgeon explains whether Peyton Manning's career is in jeopardy. Plus a real-life neurosurgeon explaining Peyton Manning's nagging neck problem.
Peyton Manning began the week iffy for the season opener. Now he's iffy for the season, period. Manning undergoing another surgery on his neck Thursday, and it's unclear when the Colts quarterback will be able to play again. It's the third time in the past 19 months Manning has had a procedure on his neck. It's called a one-level cervical neck fusion, and joining us, Dr. Rahul Jandial, and that's what it's called. What is it?
So what they do is they come in from the front of your neck, and a neurosurgeon or an orthopedic surgeon will take out the cartilage, which we call in the neck a disc, take it out, free up the nerve root, and put a little plate and screws in front of it. That holds you solid on the way out because you've loosened things up to free up that nerve root. That's a one-level cervical fusion with a discectomy.
Okay, that's what it is. Now, show us why he needed it.
This is the question. People are wondering what's the issue. He had some pain in his arm, got 2 operations, but that left him a little bit weak. And what's weak is the 7th nerve root right here. The 7th nerve root works on the tricep muscle, so when he's throwing at the very end, he can't squeeze his triceps and his throw is a little weak. It's the weakness that's prompting everybody to do more operations to give that nerve damage its best chance to heal.
All right, you're a neurosurgeon. How long is he out, and how does this affect his career?
That's actually 2 questions, but the first one has 2 answers. So for the bone to heal, because they had to do this fusion, that's 3 months right away. You're not coming back for full contact football with that plate and that bone in there for the first 3 months. Then the question is, after that's done, is his arm still weak? That nerve damage still may be there. They're trying to give it one last effort to get that nerve to heal, but if his arm is weak after those 3 months, he's out for the season. And if it's weak longer, he might be out for his career. Now, that's a small chance, but it is a possibility.
You play fantasy football?
I love it. I know people want to know about it.
Well, let's check it out, because if you play fantasy football, here's what Manning being out means. It's devastating if you drafted him in your league. Some potential fill-ins that are available in at least 30% of ESPN's leagues include McNabb, Orton, and Hasselbeck. Those are facts. So are these.
All right, Mike in the morning. So that's what you had last night. That was the good quarterback news, was how well those guys played. The bad quarterback news, of course, involves Peyton Manning, who has now had a 3rd surgery on his neck in the last 19 months. And I don't think you can overstate the significance and the level of concern that people around the National Football League have. Here's the update from our Dr. Rahul Jandial.
For the bone to heal, because they had to do this fusion, that's 3 months right away. You're not coming back for full contact football with that plate and that bone in there for the first 3 months. Then the question is, after that's done, is his arm still weak? That nerve damage still may be there. They're trying to give it one last effort to get that nerve to heal, but if his arm is weak after those 3 months, he's out for the season. And if it's a week longer, he might be out for his career. Now, that's a small chance, but it is a possibility.
You know, a lot of people are going to say, why even play him at all this year? If he's out 3 months, that's about 12 games. And if he could come back and he's ready to go, but they're out of the playoff hunt, why put him on the field? And quite honestly, if they are in the playoff hunt, well, they were doing it without him. Let him continue that. What I don't know, and I would have to have a doctor ask me, is if they say you're fine to play, will the next 6 months make you any better ready to play? You know what I mean? Will there be a difference if you're ready to go week 12, the doctors say you're ready? Or if you wait the entire offseason and get to the next preseason and they say you're ready, is there any difference? That I don't know from this injury. My druthers would say, you know, he's out for the year, and we're just gonna chill on this thing.
I have been talking about this Peyton Manning thing since July.
You have,
and I said that this then, and I'll say it again now. Peyton Manning loves football as much as anyone you know. He's as competitive as anyone you know, but he's also a person with a life. He's an extremely intelligent guy who has a lot of other things going on besides football. You know this because he's in every commercial, but this is a guy, I think this is a guy who recognizes he has a lot of living left to do, and I would not be this is not a guy who's going to put. There are some guys who will go out there and put their health in serious jeopardy to play the game. I know there are. And you know, I question their sanity weekly here, but there's a small part of me that admires it anyway. And I don't know that this is going to happen. I hope it's not. I hope some doctor will tell him, Peyton, you know, once this thing fully heals, you're fine. Go out there and play, and you're no further risk. I think he's a guy that if the doctors tell him, you know, you really are at greater risk now for some sort of really catastrophic injury, he'll walk away. I genuinely believe that.
Today, more than any other, there is a huge difference of, you know, if my elbow, my knee, I'll get my knee replaced. I'll get my hip replaced. That's your neck we're talking about and all the effects it can have on your body. I'm with you. I think players today will think long and hard about where they're going in their future if you're working on your third neck surgery.
Mike and Mike presented by Progressive Insurance.